Uy, gusto pala ang kape ko. Pero good morning sa inyo, ha? Alright, good morning mga don at donya. Good morning to all. Start na tayo, RBT Live. This day of October 7. Started yung kape ko. Tama ba? October 7. Oy, birthday na pala ng kapatid ko bukas. Happy birthday, ate. Ate Marge. Birthday mo na pala bukas. Okay, and so how are you everyone? Again, so I hope you're doing well. Everyone is doing okay right now. And were you able to watch our training course last night? Remember last night, no? We made it public, our training course last night, the part 6 of our harmonic price action. We made it public last night. We ran it for about 1.5 hours. So, okay ba? Yun, first, JM De Las Llagas. Good morning to you. Sabi niya, go, go. Alright. And of course, no? So, this is our usual routine. Whenever we start, I have to get me some coffee, no? This is just a 3-in-1 coffee. I think next time, no? I'll prepare na lang a brewed coffee instead of this one. So, how's everyone doing right now? Grabe yung no? So, yung Bitcoin, nag-pump kagabi. Tapos, biglang bumaba, no? Dami yata na liquidate. So, those, diba, was able to ride yung a Bitcoin pump. Congratulations to all. Okay? And no, it also coincides with our, no? With our trade plan yesterday for Luna, no? So, we've been trading Luna for more than a month already, no? And it's been giving us lots of profit since then. Shiba to the moon. To the moon na ba? Okay, sige, let's check. Pero first, I'll have to put here our disclaimer. So we'll spend maybe a minute, no? We'll display it for about a minute. Where is it? Disclaimer. And just read it first, no? Then I'll put it here, right? Then okay, I think this will do. Full screen. Okay, so spend about a minute to read this our disclaimer. Let me check. Okay, it's here. And then at the same time, what I'm going to do is, let me get this one out. Okay, and full screen. And there's a request here. Okay, maybe we should check, duplicate, right, this one. So how's everyone doing? So are you doing good? Everyone doing good right now? USDT. Oh, okay. Ganun. She one something ba to? 1,000, okay. Okay, so maybe we will check this later now. Later, 111, okay. The price was 0.007, now it's 0.03, went as high as 0.035. It's good. Alright, and then let me see, no? Comment section, good morning to you, okay? Okay, and so hopefully you already read our disclaimer. Where's our logo? Let me check our logo first. Our banner. Our banner is... It should be right here. Okay. And we're gonna play our banner. Good. There it is. one more. Okay, so hopefully everyone is doing good right now. Kumusta kayo? Wherever you are. Just like our friends right now, no? Good morning, Don from Saudi. Okay, that's KSA, di ba? Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Yon, we're doing good. Nag-abang kay Luna. Okay. Don't be dependent lang sa mga trade plan or training exercises natin, no? You should also perform your own technical analysis or JOTA, 'di ba? We call it JOTA. Do your own technical analysis and try to practice, no? Practice, execute, and 'di ba? So, siguro today I'll be teaching you, no? Teaching you what you should do. Especially now that you are studying our training courses. Now, if you're going to execute a trade, so what are the things that you should know? You should consider. Okay, I may not be able to discuss it step by step, but okay, but I'll do my best, no? At least important thing is the things that you have to consider. Okay, Sikandar Hayat, yeah, from India. Use English, please. Yes, we're doing it right now. Good day to you, Sikandar. And okay, I think I need more coffee or more water for this coffee. Emerson, Domatko, Don Emerson. Anyong haseyo. Uy, parang, di ba Korean yon? Anyong haseyo. Good morning, atagal ng Gcash, Amex, atat na, sabi ni Gabs. Well, actually, if you don't have, no, so, just in case, no, maybe you're wondering, or maybe if you will ask, you can use, diba, any cards as long as it will work, and even the card is not yours as long as, no, you ask for permission from the owner. Okay, so you can use a card of your, diba, family, your parents, anyone, as long as you have a permission, no? So it doesn't have to be yours. The card doesn't have to be yours. You can use any card. If your Gcash, if you already have some Gcash virtual card or a Pay My virtual card or any card, I think even debit card, ATM, just create a PayPal account. Then once you have a PayPal account, then you can link any of your card and even actually your bank account to PayPal, then you can use that to subscribe. Sige po, I'll try to use my mom. Babayaran ko na lang. Hindi na. Barya-barya lang. Hindi man barya po. Depende sa status natin. Pero I mean, even with $11, no? Doon sa mga, sabihin na natin yung mga daily income earner na siguro 500 a day, 600 a day ang mga kinikita, no? I know it's not that that amount is really important to them, but they can afford it, no? I think everyone can afford as long as, di ba? Because you will be using it to invest, di ba? Invest for yourself. So, sino nakapanood kagabi? So, di ba? Who were, anyone who were able to watch our training course last night? I made it public, no? Was it interesting? Was it useful? Curious lang ako about your thoughts sa Shiba. Okay, so why Shiba? So why now? 'Di ba? Curious lang din ako, no? So ibalik ko lang sa inyo. So you said you're curious. A lot of you, no, are interested about Shiba. But then I will ask you, why are you interested in Shiba? Is it FOMO? 'Di ba? One of the best thing that one of one of those things that will help you, no, as a person or as a trader, no, is learn to accept. Where you became interested about Shiba because the Shiba moved already from let's check, I think the price is now is around okay, time out for this one. 0.003, 0.035, no? This one. 0.035. Okay? So why weren't you interested when it was when it was at this level, at this point, at this point, at this point. Why only now, no? Okay. So one of the things that you have to do as a trader or at least for yourself is, di ba, accept some things that not really good things, because once you're able to identify and accept those things, those mistakes, then it will help you a lot, no? Especially as a trader. So, most of you now are interested with this one because of what? Fear of missing out, right? Tama ba ako? So, it has been moving up, 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 up. So, is there a fear on missing out on your part that you, at the back of your mind, you were thinking, no, I should have bought I should have bought this one, this one, this one, and this one. No? What I'm going to do now with Shiba is try to convert this into different time frame. Maybe I'll check this with on daily time frame. Okay, as you can see on the daily time frame, no, it is super parabolic, no. Are you going to Are you going to risk trading this one, knowing that, diba? This is just 1, 2, 3, maybe it's just 5 days, diba? Are you going to trade this one, knowing that this is already at this level? Right? So we were not able to ride this one, but it's okay, diba? That's all. But that's part of life. There's nothing we can do. What I'm going to do here or check here is, diba? Is it already on an overheat level? Is it already about to collapse? Is there anything, diba? Are we going to play a short trade here, or look for a good pullback to make a long trade? Right? Unfortunately, we don't have too much basis here to get some pattern. Our pattern actually is going to be the ladder type pattern, no? So as you can see, a while ago it was in a 30-minute time frame. Maybe I can use a 1-hour time frame. So there wasn't maybe there's some here, a 5-point pattern that was formed, 5-point pattern that was formed here. Nothing here. If you're going to look at this one, there's already this 3-drive pattern, and it already made some minor minor correction here, minor pullback. Let's try to use I'm just going to show it to you. 3 drives here, to here, to here, to here, to here, to here, here, to here. So it's supposed to have a reversal here if the 3 drives will materialize. But unfortunately, no, it actually made a temporary reversal here, but it managed to continue to move up. Okay, that means actually the 3-drive pattern actually materialized, and the reversal actually happened, but just to get diba, to make a pause, diba, to stop and consolidate for a while, then made a recovery, then it only launched him to further higher price level. Okay. So I think I will try to perform some technical analysis on this one, maybe on my own during my free time, no? Because this is going to be really tricky. If we're going to show the volume here, I think there's a big spike of volume in this one. So maybe let's try. We'll see, no? We'll see, just in case. What else? If I'm going to measure this one to this one, okay, so as you can see, no, it already hit the limit, at least for this one. Not really the limit, but at least so far for this part, it's already on the overbought level. So maybe that's the reason why it made a reversal from here to here. But I think the reversal already happened. Okay. So it would have been good if we were able to catch it here when it reached the 3.16 and it went down here. So it's either you will It's either you will execute a short trade or a long trade. Short from here to here, you would have had 17%, but from here going to its current price, I think it's about 10%. No, so I think this one is already significant. That's already a we can say around approximately 20%, diba? Pullback from its highest price of about 0.035. So I think that's already enough, no? Already enough. So it's already on its way up to, it depends, to make another all-time high, or now that since several days ago, it's already more than about 200%. Yeah, I think it's more than 200 or 300%, no? At least from this one. Well, it's already about 300%. So, usually, if this is the case, diba, it's too much risk already. I usually avoid or look for an opportunity once it makes a deep correction, price correction. And of course, this one, we can break this down further, maybe 15-minute time frame, and hopefully we can find something here. Nothing yet. Okay? So as you can see, no, there's a big spike in volume here at the resistance. Now we can say that this is already a resistance. This is already an overbought level. So now we have it here. I will give it some time. Some several 2 hour, 4 hour, or maybe a couple of days na. Then we will get back to SHIB. But anyway, I'll continue, I'll go back to our comments. So, let's see. Louie, dami ko natututunan sa video ninyo. God bless. Oy, maraming salamat. You're welcome. Rohit, oy, good morning. Or we now have lots of since we've been discussing or speaking already in English language, no? So we have more and more foreigners, so non-Filipino viewers, right, watching us right now, and this is becoming a habit. So how are you, Rohit? How are you, Sikandar? Okay, I'm not sure if I was able to pronounce your name correctly. What else? Alts, di pa sumasabay kay BTC. Anong alts? I'm not sure kung alts. Meron bang, is there a particular coin that names alts? Because what I know is that altcoins, alternative coins, is what we call this. Puera Shiba, haha. Okay, we're doing good. Nag-aabang kayo na. Okay, ito yung kanina. Good morning, right? Ang tagal, okay. Good morning. Good morning to you, Drew. Thoughts on Shiba? I already discussed a little bit about Shiba. Don Ambot. Okay. All aboard, sir. Oy, always present. Nakabawi na sa Luna kahapon. Okay. Okay, sir. I think I'm going to discuss a little, something, no? About that one. Okay. There are things that really shouldn't happen to you, no? If some of these things happen to you, at least for this week or a few days ago, then you really have to, ba? You really have to sit back and think and prepare a plan, no? Develop a plan. Just imagine, we've been winning, diba, for several consecutive weeks already. We have a rate of, I think, at least 80% win rate. We will win 4 out of 5. Usually that's the case. 5 out of 6, diba? Usually we just have 1, maybe 2 invalid or failed trade plans. And yet, no, I've been reading a lot of comments in the comment section of our Patreon, yeah, that most of them got liquidated and, diba, liquidated, and most of their wallets got liquidated, and, diba, that shouldn't happen, because we've been winning 80% of the time. You will lose just 1 or twice, then you will say that, diba, you already lose everything. So there must be something that you're doing right, doing wrong. One of the thing then maybe I have to remind you again, if you're going to bet, if you're going to execute a trade, right? I'm not telling you to invest or trade specific, right? Like for example, Luna, those are just for our exercises purposes. But if you're going to do so, no, be sure trade only part, di ba? Small part of your capital of your wallet. The problem is that even though we've been winning, di ba, consecutively this past few weeks, this past month, couple of months, including August, the thing that you might be doing, the wrong thing that you've been doing, maybe you have $100, you immediately bet $50, $70, then you will win twice, or you instead of, diba, reaching our we have a risk to reward ratio. If you're going to lose, you're going to lose, for example, just one. Then if you're going to win, you're going to win 2 or 3 or 4. But sometimes what you do is you will exit early. You just won, you haven't even won 1:1 on your risk management. For example, you bet $100. If you're going to lose, you're going to lose $100. But whenever you're winning, for example, you're already winning about 30%, then you will exit already, no? So you didn't maximize your risk to reward ratio, as well as, diba, you weren't able to take advantage of your you weren't able to take advantage of your market edge, or your edge on the market, right? So you have $100, then once you reach 30% profit, 40% profit without even 1:1 risk management, diba? Then you exit. Then, for example, 4 out of 5, or of all 5 trades, no? First trade, very good. Okay, $100 became, for example, $130. You exit. If you're going to lose, you will lose everything. For example, then the next time, you bet again, then, diba? You just won $40, $50, then you exit. Fourth or fourth times, same thing. Let's say, for example, after the fourth time, then after the fourth time, you already doubled your money. For example, you already doubled your money or even tripled your money. Okay, so your $100 became $200. But the fifth time, and for example, the fifth time, we lose on the fifth time, diba? You will lose everything because, diba? Whenever you win, you only win, diba? Portion of what you're going to lose. If you're going to lose $100, whenever you win, you're just winning $30, $40, $50. But once you lose, you will lose everything. Then you have to adjust, diba? Your trading strategy. I've been telling you or teaching you about risk management, no? Be sure if you're going to execute a trade, example, you entered here. For example, you entered, okay, for example, this one. You executed a trade here. Maybe you can put it. You can put a long here. For example, you entered here. This is just for demonstration purpose. You entered here. If you're going to lose, okay, and here is if you're going to win. This is just for example purpose. Okay. For example, you entered here. If you're going to lose, you are going to lose $1, $10, or $100. That depends. So, for example, you entered here, then your cut loss is at this level. So you hit your cut loss, you got, diba, liquidated on your margin. So you're going to lose, for example, just $1 or $100. If you're going to win, if you didn't hit your cut loss, for example, you entered again, then you entered maybe at a lower price, okay? And you're able to get or profit because your target is at this level. So, that's what I'm telling you, no? For example, you bet $100 here, you lose $100, that's okay. You bet another $100, okay? For example, you entered here at this level, okay? Then you hit your exit, your TP at this level, that's 3.6, so you're going to win $360, diba? What you should, diba, be looking at whenever you have a trade, you can whenever you trade that you can lose 2, 3 times more, or 'di ba? 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row, but the one time that you will win, 'di ba? You are still winning, or at least you are break even, 'di ba? That is what you have to the kind of discipline that you must have, no? That is where the risk to reward ratio comes in. So be sure to have your execute proper risk management, risk to reward ratio, risk management. Okay? So we've been winning a lot, then you're saying that, 'di ba, the one time that we lose, then you will lose everything, ba? You have to recheck everything all about your trading strategy. Okay? You have to go back to the drawing board. It shouldn't happen. Okay? All right. What else? So it's best if we move our stop loss higher than we are up. No, I don't think you're able to get my message, no? First, your stop loss, 'di ba? It should have a basis, no? You won't just put your cut loss here because your cut loss, so that you can have a good risk to reward ratio here, or you can move your cut loss all the way down here so that you'll be able to avoid some whipsaw, or 'di ba, to hit your liquidation. Your cut loss, 'di ba, is based on your technical analysis. For example, our basis is like this. We have X. Our plan is like this. We have X, A, let's say this is, for example, this is a, what would be a good basis for this one? Maybe a perfect bat pattern, okay? A bat pattern, then usually we have this, let's say, for example, not a perfect bat pattern, but already, the price is already at more than 618, then we know that our exit should be at around 886, okay? This is just an example, so that you will have a good understanding of our risk to reward ratio, okay? An example. So for example, this is already completed. Okay, the price, all this X 2A is already completed. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is already completed. The A to B is already completed as well. The C, we're not sure if it's already completed, but we can say it is already at this level. Okay? At this point, we have an idea that most probably the pattern that's going to be formed here is a bat pattern. Okay? Considering, for example, you have other Fibonacci price level saying that most probably there's going to be some sort of a reversal at this point. Okay? This is just an example, Alright. So, your retracement, your C level retracement is already at 0.69. Okay? We will try to measure this one. 0.69. Okay, so as you can see, the price is already about 0.70, no? So, it hasn't reached the 786 yet. Okay? This is just an example. Okay. Now, with this one, since you see that potentially there's going to be a bat pattern that's going to be completed, or bat pattern that is being formed here, you may now execute a short trade. Okay? So, you will buy here. Okay? You will buy here, or you may want to buy somewhere higher. If you think that the price could still go higher, maybe there are some information saying that maybe there could be a trend line that's once completed, it might reach this level. This is just some of the example. I'm just giving you some of the example. price is already at this one, so you're thinking price could still move up to this level, maybe, so you can wait and buy at this level, or you can say this is already the point of reversal, no? This is already your potential reversal zone for point C, okay? Given you've already performed your technical analysis. Let's just say that, okay, you are already fixated that most probably this is your potential reversal zone, okay? But you know that the price could really go as high as this one, and still the pattern is still valid, okay? But for example, for whatever reason, you will see, just in case the price will move up, the price will only move up to this level, 0.056 something. It will only move up to this level. Okay? For whatever reason, I'm just giving this as an example. Okay? So you think that this is now the most it could go. It could go. So once the price move higher than this one, your pattern is going to be invalid. But I think, let's say, for example, for discussion purposes, so you set your cut loss higher than this level A. So you have this level A. So okay. So your cut loss is a bit higher this one. So once it is higher than this one, then your trade plan is already invalid. So that's going to be your cut loss. So you will now measure your risk to reward ratio. Since the price you're expecting is for the price to go down, so we will execute a short trade. Okay, so here, then you will have your cut loss just right above this level, level A, and your profit will most likely be here, or you can have two different profit. For example, once a profit hits here, you can have your initial profit. Maybe you saw that there's a potential reversal here, that after hitting this one, this is just for example, based on your analysis, after hitting this one, the price could move up after that one at a certain level or height before it moved down again to complete our back pattern. And for example, so you enter here, you will exit here because you think that there's another opportunity to buy at this level, at a higher level. For example, maybe just a simple trend line, because it may complete this trend line, okay? Or may hit this trend line. So that's why when a price reaches this level, you will have to exit, then you will buy again here, then most probably the price will hit you. So this is what I'm telling you, no? So as you can see, we have here a risk to reward ratio of 4, no? So it's okay if you will not sell here, but of course you will risk of losing everything just in case the pattern will not materialize, okay? But even with that one, then you have to consider what is your risk to reward ratio at that level. Now, your risk to reward ratio at that level is about 1:1.85. Well, we can make this a little bit shorter na, so hopefully we can come up with the 1:2, yeah, for example. So we have a 1:2 risk to reward ratio. So if your plan will become invalid, you will just lose 1 peso, $1, $100, it depends. But if it materialize, you will win $2. Do this, for example, 10 out of 10. Whenever this becomes invalid, for example, this actual trade plan, you will have just a winning rate of 50%. This will happen 50% of the time. This will not happen 50% of the time. The five times that you will lose how much? You will lose just $5, because you will lose 5 times. Whenever you will lose just $1 or $10 or $100. But whenever you win, diba, you will win 2 times of whatever you will lose, or you lose. You will win $2, $50, or $200. So all in all, for example, if you're going to execute this kind of trade plan for 10 times and you will only win 5 times, what will happen? You will lose $5 or $500 if it's $100, but you will win $1,000. That means even though your chances are 50-50, you are still winning what? $500. Because the five times you lose $500. The five times you won $1,000. Right? So this is what I'm telling you, no? I've been discussing this for a long time already, but as I know that we have new members, new followers here, even foreigners that wasn't able to watch or hear me discuss this in English language. So this is what I'm talking about, right? So how come that, diba, we have a good winning rate of about 80%, let's say even 70%. And the two time, three time, or one time that you will lose everything. Then there is something wrong, diba, in your trading approach. And you have to correct that one. Okay? Hopefully you get this one. This is very basic. Okay? And what more? I'm just telling you that for this one, I'm just saying that if our winning rate is 50%, diba? 50-50, right? But our winning percentage is not 50-50. It's already, it's about at least 80%. At least so far, no? But my goal is only 50%. And this is just 1:2. Once it completes our pattern, right? This becomes 1:4. For something, right? There's no way you're going to lose, diba? Your capital, your money, wherein you have a good winning rate of more than 50%, more than 60%, more than 70%, and yet whenever you lose, you will lose everything. You really have to correct. That's why, no? If okay, so this is just my opinion, no, and my suggestion. If that is what's happening to you right now, or if that is what happened to you, diba? Last week, weekend, last month, okay? Then avoid trading, diba? Big amount of or big capital or big funds. Try to bet first or trade first to learn how to trade properly. Okay? How to win in trading. So instead of, for example, you might be trading here $100, $200, then trade $1, less than $1, and try to come up and do a journal of your trading, and be sure, no, to take note of everything. Then, diba? Try to check if you have a good win rate ratio. Even if you have less than 50%, maybe 40% win rate, you should still be winning, right? For example, for example, 10 times you're going to lose. You're going to lose 6 times. You're only going to win 4 times. You will lose how much? $6 or $600. But the 4 times that you won, diba? You win $800. So you're still winning $200. So I hope naman you got the message. So if you are experiencing, diba, the situation that I discussed, that whenever you lose, even if you lose just diba, one time or two time, then you will lose everything. Then stop trading. Then rethink, prepare, plan, then give yourself time. Okay, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Just bet $1, less than $1. Then make a journal of your trades. Once you have a good winning rate, diba? Winning rate, and of course you have a good results in terms of being able to increase your capital. Even, for example, you just practice and use a $100 capital, diba? So once you're able to increase your capital from $100 becomes $200, $300, $500, $1,000, diba? And you have a good. It's actually better if you have a lesser or a lower winning rate. For example, if you just have 50% win rate, right? And yet your $100 capital increased from 100, maybe it became 120, $125, then that's already good. All right, too much for that. So I hope I was able to explain, diba? Clearly what I want to impart to you. Malay mo, Sir Drew, magkatotoo. Ano ba meron? Maling page ka ata doon, Jay. Okay. Check natin, ha. Ano ito? Seed Cutie. Ano yung Seed Cutie? And let's check again your... anyway, let's go back muna sa ating ano. Let's go back to our yung trade plan, no? That was posted yesterday. Actually, I briefly discussed this during my training course last night, right? So this was posted yesterday about 2 p.m. So an hour after my live stream, I posted this in our Patreon. Actually, I didn't put here the ano no, the warning that the not for sale words here. Anyway, as you can see here, no, the price has been moving down since I think 2 days ago, 3 days ago, here to 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 here. So we really don't have an idea when is the reversal going to happen. If not a total reversal, at least for it to give us a significant swing, right? So upon checking, well, I actually use my RBT stripe. As you can see here, the stripes, green, light red or purple, blue, light blue, dark green, light green, then red. In my RBT stripes, there are two significant lines, no? That's a really very important lines. The blue one, which is my usually major resistance, or it becomes major support if it becomes a support, and also this red line, which is my major support level, or it could be a resistance, depending on the location of the price. Okay, the price actually was already at this level, and it actually tested one of our trend line in this one, no? But I was thinking, no, is this going to be now the reversal, the point of reversal of this one? Because it hit our trend line, this one. And actually, it is already the completion of this pattern, the yellow one. This is a sharp pattern. So we have from X to A to B to C. Then once it reaches this one, this is already the 886 level. Okay? But as you know, there are two levels in our sharp pattern. It could be the 886 and it could also be the 113. Okay? Knowing that it already touched this level, but upon checking, this level here wasn't that significant. There are no touches here, here, okay? There's no significant touch in this trend line. Maybe just this one, briefly, okay? This one is not really that much because this is just a consolidation, okay? And as I mentioned, no, the red line is our major support line. And as you can see, not only that because of my reference when I plot it, but as you can see, it tested it once, it tested it twice, the second time it was tested, the price went up as high as 20%. Now, I'm thinking that, okay, maybe this is not yet the support level. This really could be the support level. We could see some erratic behavior of price once it reaches this level. Then I was looking for a potential completion of a pattern once it is here. So I made an adjustment. So from here, I just dragged our pattern from here to this one and found out that it is almost exactly at 113, which is the completion of our extended shark pattern. So that's why I posted it here. Here in our Patreon website for our Patreon members, for our community. Okay, the main purpose of this one really is not for your execution. This is really for your technical analysis exercise or exercises. You should be able to, di ba, learn, di ba, and understand what happened, what is happening here, what was going here. Especially once this is completed. If you want to execute this, diba, it's up to you, trade at your own risk. But I never, diba, give any trade signals, trade plans for you. Especially, I don't send it out or I don't sell any trade signal. I've been receiving lots of messages, diba, asking if I am selling any trade signals. So I don't do that. All of these are free. I don't charge anything. I don't sell anything. The only fee that you're going to spend just in case is when you're going to subscribe to our patreon.com. Because in order to be a member, you have to subscribe and you will be spending $11 for 1 month or at least until the first day of the following month, because that's the validity of the membership. Other than that, you really don't have to spend anything. No? So we have lots of members right now. We already have 1,067 members. Okay, for this month, I will try to. So we still have about 1,067. So with this, let's see what happened. No. Again, as I've been telling you, no, I've been saying, no, it doesn't matter if this will, diba, materialize or not. The important thing is that we've done our part, diba? We've performed our technical analysis, diba? The result could be different, but the important thing is that we understand and we know what we're doing. So, let's see with this one. And let's check Luna. Where is Luna? Why I don't have Luna here? Luna. Bitcoin. Because this is ano, no? So, because I restarted my laptop. So, I have to Luna, USDT, perpetual. But I think everything is saved naman eh. Yeah, so it's saved. Here. Okay, good. So, as you can see, no? Here. So this is our technical exercise or technical analysis exercise. This was color yellow, so maybe I'll change this to yellow. Okay, yan. So in the screenshot, the price was at this point pa lang during that time. And as you can see, no, at that point, it just completed the 886, which is the requirement for the initial completion of this yellow pattern, of this cipher pattern. But as I've said, no, I don't think this is enough. I don't think that this is somewhat represent a major support line. Although it reacted briefly, as you can see with the this bottom wick. Then after that one, it made a reaction at this higher at this darker trend line, our RBT stripe, which is a resistance. Then as you can see, after that one, it hit this support level, which is also the support level. And with that one, it actually gave us yesterday about 10% swing, right? So that's really significant. And remember, yesterday I said that, and of course a while ago, I mentioned that I have two major trend lines in our RBT stripe. It's the blue line and of course this red line. So whenever it touches this line, usually there is some sort of a reaction for the price. Even with this one, no, even when the even our trade plan didn't materialize because we were expecting at least for it to make a reversal. As you can see, if this will materialize, it could make a reversal up to this level. But I've discussed this already, no? This is just a small pattern. Okay, this is just a small pattern. This orange one, maybe I'll change the color. Instead of orange, I'll make this purple. Okay, and I'll make this a little bit darker. So you can see, no? This one is already completed. Then usually there could be some sort of a reversal once it reaches our potential reversal zone. And as I've said, no, based on the limitation of my analysis, diba? During that time, I said this is a major resistance or support level, this color blue. So I thought that it's going to make a reversal or even make a new all-time high, right? Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but few things happened. It really made a reaction of this at this one, diba? And after hitting this one, it actually reached this one and attempted to break this one, this purple trend line. But what happened, actually, it moved at this range, then broke down and broke down further. I've discussed this yesterday, no? What could be the cause, no? Why, after completion of this one, it didn't make a reversal? One of my theory is because, as you can see, we have this very big, this one, no? Very big pattern that was, technically, we can say, already completed. The completion is at this level or at this level. Okay, that's 50.25. I can extend this one. 50.25. As you can see, the price is about, the price went as high as 49.5, 49.6. So we can say technically this is already completed. So whenever you have different patterns, okay, a bigger pattern and a smaller pattern, diba? Which of the two do you think, diba, will be more dominant in terms of trend or the movement of the movement of price? The small pattern or the big pattern? Okay? During the time when I prepared this one, so I wasn't able to consider this one. So that's why it's very important for you, no, na whenever you have a plan or a trade plan, be sure to journal, make a journal of it, diba? Once it materialized, then it's okay. But if it didn't materialize, that's the most important, that's the more important thing. That once it didn't materialize, you really have to check. Do not just move on and go to another, go for another technical analysis or trade plan. You have to really check what happened, right? Why didn't it make a reversal here? It just made a temporary reversal here, then move down immediately. Diba? So I spent several hours thinking what happened in this one. And as I've said, no, few things happened as per expectation. Once this is completed, there's going to be some sort of a reaction of the price. Definitely, it made, diba, a big reaction here. It made a consolidation at this level. It moved on a range between this resistance and this support level. At least we were right on that one. But it didn't make a complete reversal as expected. As you can see, it's supposed to form this one or complete this one. And one of my theory, of course, and of course, it's not just a theory, but of course, there's really, we can't really say that this is the reason. But usually, as I've said a while ago, if there are different patterns that were formed or forming or at least formed, because this is already completed, once there are different patterns that were completed, if you're going to choose which is going to be the more dominant pattern, the bigger pattern, which is this one, this green, or maybe I can change this. Maybe I'm going to change this to. I'm going to delete this, no, because this one didn't materialize. Okay. And maybe this one I'm going to change this color to maybe to black. Okay. Right. So you only have one green color here. So this is a big pattern, no? For this one. So it started, diba? September 11. So the completion was at this one, right? Then, although it hasn't really completed the price to reach the 50-point level or $50 level, diba? We can say technically it's already completed, but because I use other reference, no, that this one is already completed. I'm not sure if it's the ABCD or if it's the it's retracement or fifth level of its previous impulse. But this was already completed technically. Not the pattern itself, but at least with the impulse. And actually, it already came to my mind, no, that it could already be completed, but yeah, maybe because of my limitation during that time, I was thinking that the completion should be at least 50. It was in my mind that the completion should be at 50. The price here was at 49. So I thought that the price could still move up, and definitely once it moves up, it will not only stay at 50. It could most probably, not definitely, most probably move higher to complete our extended version of this pattern. But for this purpose, the completion is at around 50 the price went as high as 49.6, then technically that's already completed. So we have two completed pattern. This small one, I have to remove this na, so you will not be confused. This small one, this is purple, ayan, purple color, and this big one. So this is what I'm telling you. If there are two, di ba, patterns that were formed, if you're going to choose, di ba, which is going to be more dominant? And of course, the answer would be, most probably, most of the time, no? So I'm not saying this is all the time, but most of the time, the bigger pattern, di ba, will be the more dominant between the two. So even though this one is a bullish pattern, this is a bullish pattern, no? Small one, bullish pattern. The big one is a bearish pattern. So between the two, what materialized is the what? The bigger pattern, the bearish pattern. And with that, the price went, di ba? Drop as low as 40.5, 40.4, di ba? From 40 something like this. Okay. So hopefully, di ba? So there could be some, di ba? Because, di ba, there's some limitation on my side in my forecast. So that's why it's very important, no, to perform your own analysis. There could be some information that I was able to incorporate in my trade plan. So you have to check it. And of course, no, whenever I have this, and for example, I post it here, then try to check if you notice something, and or you think that there's something that I wasn't able to consider in my trade plan. Please write it in the comment section. No? Do not just be dependent that this is already okay, because also, no, we are human. I also commit mistakes, di ba? I have my limitations, di ba? Is that okay? So let's check muna. Live video not working all of a sudden. Is that the case? Rohit said live is not working. Can anybody comment? Especially those watching from YouTube. Is our YouTube working as of now? Sir, ask ko lang. Ba't po nababa ang altcoins kahit pataas ang BTC? Okay, so anong connection ng BTC sa altcoins? Diba? Wala po kasi connection yan. Nahihila na dahil BTC, diba, is a mother of coins. Diba? Somehow, when it moves, diba, some other coins also move. But, diba, it should not be always the case. Other coins, diba, they have different, diba, projects, they have different movements. For example, Bitcoin has been moving down for several months already, or week, diba, or up down. Then AXS actually moved from less than 100 to 150. So actually what happened is that, diba, if you're going to interpret, if that's going to be your logic, I could also say that the Bitcoin wasn't able to catch up with AXS. Tama? I could also say it that way. If your argument is that why other altcoins are not moving the same way as Bitcoin, Bitcoin is moving up, others should be moving up as well, no? If that's your argument, I could also say why Bitcoin didn't move, diba? Move up when AXS was making a move from less than 100 to 150, diba? It's just the same case. So it's good we can use it as a guide, no? But if the price move differently from the other coin, then that's okay. It could be, we can use that as an added information, but we can use it as a primary reason, right? That's why you can see, actually last time, did you ask why everything was up last, about 5 days ago, last week? Everything was up, except for Luna. AXS was up by 60% or 50%. Bitcoin was a little bit up. All others are green, except for Luna. Luna was negative 8%. Diba? So, we have those those things happens. So, if the coins move alongside with the movement of Bitcoin, then that's okay. If it didn't, then it doesn't matter. Okay? We can use them as a secondary basis or tertiary basis only, no? we should have our own analysis for specific coins that we try to use as our candidate for trading. Mataas ang Bitcoin dominance. Almost lahat ng flow ng pera is papasok ng Bitcoin. Pero hindi lahat ng altcoins ay nakakasunod. Yeah. So, ganun lang yun. No? It's not really, altcoins are not dependent on BTC, no? If it happens, if the other altcoins move along with BTC, then that's okay. If it's not, don't be surprised. Working naman, sabi. Okay, that's good. Working. Very good. FB Live is working, sabi ni Elvin. Thank you. Head and shoulder ba yung Luna ngayon? I'm not sure. Maybe we can check it later. Malay mo, si Drew, okay, kanina pa to maling page kaata Don J. Ano ba yung, ano bang maling page? Ano ba yun? Dahil English tayo. Sorry, no? So I have to speak in English, no? We have several viewers, no? And some viewers, no, are a bit hesitant to write a comment here. But they've been sending me message that they would appreciate if we will discuss in English. So thank you for, hopefully, no, for our fellow Filipino. Thank you for understanding. Hopefully you understand, no? My advice to them, sabi ni John Ray, John Ray, kumusta? Yung ating podcast specialist, change the margin mode to isolated instead of cross so that they will not be liquidated, and make sure to always put stop loss. Actually, you can use both naman, no? Isolated or cross. Actually, for me, cross is much better, no? You can use cross, but, of course, you can set your stop loss, no? You will have, for example, for this one, what's that? Maybe this is SHIB. You enter here, your cut loss should be at this level. When you use cross, then you have a sufficient fund in your wallet. Your liquidation could be at around 0.070, right? So once that's going to be hit, then all of your funds in your wallet will be liquidated, will be gone. But of course, you don't have to wait for that one. You can set your cut loss at this level, or at least in this case, you can set it at 0.057. Okay? 0.05734, something like that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with using cross. Just be sure, if you're going to use cross, you have to still put a stop loss. Stop loss or cut loss. I think I'll be early din today, no? Sorry for that. I have a check-up, yung routine check-up lang, medical exam. It's actually an online exam. Online check-up. And hopefully everything will be okay. Right? And so that's why I'll be, I think, I'll be leaving early today. But I hope na you're able, informative ba? Were you able to learn something from what I discussed, diba, a while ago, about this one? Okay. More check pa. And later, we will try to check din yung PSE. I think PSE was doing good lately. So let's see if we can have something about PSE. Okay. It's moved to move our. I think I already answered this one. Don Enzo, he said it's better if we move our stop loss higher when we are up. Okay. By the time na part na po ako ng Patreon community nyo, okay? Sir, I plan to start futures with 100 USDT, then 10 USDT per trade, then that's okay, no? Just be sure, no, you're willing to lose your 100 USDT. Treat your 100 USDT as capital, but just in case you're going to lose it, be sure you're to lose it, at least give yourself at least 1 month before you lose all of this. 1 month to 2 months. By the time you lose your 100 USDT, you've already gained a lot of experience, diba? A lot of winning trades, or you learned a lot from your mistakes. Baka 100% kagad sila, 50 times leverage, yan. So, yan. all in mga yun, no? Yun ang problema, no? So, ito lang ha, just a warning, 'di ba? We've been winning 70%, 80% of the time in our trade. If you're still losing, 'di ba? There are two things that you have to consider. First, go back to the drawing board, then recheck everything. If you don't plan to do that, avoid trading, no? Trading is not for you. Okay? Because if you don't want to correct yourself, what happened, what went wrong, 'di ba? What happened to you will continue to happen. Di ako nag-execute ng long trade plan sa Luna. I watched the behavior candle in it have a strong bearish candle. Okay. Salamat yung mga kulang at halo sa ibang coach na turo sa iyo ko natutunan. Uy, maraming salamat ha. Uy, actually, we're very proud of our training courses ha. I'm not sure, hopefully, no, we can, di ba, be at par doon sa mga training courses, di ba? Sino sa inyo mga kasama sa ano, who, di ba, among you, participated or enrolled in different training course from other groups, di ba? Who among you paid 100,000 pesos, 200,000 pesos, 300,000 pesos? So I just want to ask, no, are we at par with them? So, are we at least, di ba, close to what they are teaching or what you learned from them? I'm not saying that we are better than them, but at least we are a little bit, di ba, neck to neck, or at least we're not that far behind because I really don't expect, di ba, our quality of teaching here to be much better than them because, of course, I'm just a one-man team. They have lots of teams, they have lots of experience, they have different member of the groups, di ba, that are teaching their participants, diba? But hopefully, our main advantage is that instead of paying 100,000 pesos, 200,000, 300,000 pesos, diba? You only have to spend $11. Okay, $11 all access. You can attend my live webinar which I did last time, diba? Last time we had our live webinar. Who among you were able to watch that last night? Was it good? Can I get some comment about that one? Okay. Watch your video last night. Medyo naguguluhan pa, sir. Still in progress pa. Okay, so kung naguguluhan pa, no? Because last night our video or our training course is already in the advanced, di ba? Advanced state already or advanced level already. You really have to, di ba? Go first to the part 1, part 2 of that training course of the harmonic price action. But even before that, you have to go back to the previous training course, the training course about strategies. And even before that, you have to go back again to the first training course, which is the 10-part basic technical analysis training course. Crisel, verified na Amex GCash kaso temporary available daw. Po, ilang days na pong ganun. Naku, kawawa naman, no? Sana maayos na, no? Hopefully, no? We'll be able to, for those na nakakapasok lang, ha? Give yourself, no? At least 3 months, even 6 months, pero at least 3 months, no? Para hindi masayang, baka na mapasok lang kayo dito, tinitipid nyo, no? Don't be cheap. Diretsuhin nyo na 3 months, 6 months, di ba? Para you don't have to worry about the renewal, di ba? Once you are here, you really want to learn everything that I'm teaching here in our training courses, then allocate, no? Make your fund available. That's going to be available for the next 3 months, even 6 months. So you don't have to worry for that. You just have to focus on our training courses. Nakasali lang, sir. Na busy sa work. Sabi ni Paulo. Okay. Holder 4 times na si Shiba. You have been a great mentor. Thank you for that. I think I've already read this part. Okay. Okay na po ba, sir, na-install ang Binance then open to 3 years? Di mawawala yon? I'm not sure. So, it shouldn't be, no? I'm not sure if they have a dormant policy, no? If it becomes dormant. Maybe check that with, check that with, tawag dito, check that with Binance. Ang daming scammer nung nag-English si Don J, no? Kainis, nakakaintindi na kasi. Okay lang yan. So, hopefully, no, once we have our, what do you call this? Once we have our our staff for this one, then they can help me. Uh, they could help me na in deleting all these scammers. Yeah, scammer everywhere. I tried this out through. Okay, so I have to delete this and block. Dami na nila, no? Yan nyo lang, no? Okay, good. So, again, so for those who are watching right now, so if our link was shared to your Telegram, Discord, or group chat, no? So, thank you for watching. But if the person who shared it to you or to your group, diba, is charging you something for linking our video, no? Then report it to me or complain to that person. He doesn't have the authority to do that, diba? Or if you're paying something, no, ask for a receipt. Ask for a receipt, and of course, no, you should report it to me. Okay, there are other personalities or person who's also pretending to be raging bull trader. Okay, grabe mga to, wala nang makain, sabi. Okay, so as I mentioned, no, so hopefully everything will be okay. So let's check Luna. So there's a request for Luna. Not that one. Okay, this one. So let's check the situation for Luna. Okay, what do we have here? So what I'm going to check here is if there's already a completion of this. Is there already a pattern that was completed at this level, no? In this chart. Remove. And 30 minutes, maybe I can convert this into 15 minutes. Alright. So, let's see. I think that this definitely didn't meet the minimum requirement of 113. Okay, it didn't. Okay, unfortunately, it didn't. But if here still didn't meet the requirement, almost. Okay, if it's almost, do we have a 113 for this one? Yeah, I guess this one. And it didn't touch the 127. Okay, what else do we have here? Let me check first. What can we find here? Just give me 2 minutes. No, I'll just go to the toilet. Okay, I'll be back. 2 minutes. Okay, so let me check this one definitely this is too much. This is definitely more than 116. Okay, so that's not it. This one is not. Okay. So I'm not sure if we have anything here. Even this one didn't reach us one. So what we have, just in case, is only this part. Okay. for this one. And, diba, with that one, our bat pattern was completed here. So, that's not it. Now, if I'm going to consider this, this whole, the whole of this one, to this one, then I have to, even with this one, there's really nothing here. So, unfortunately, we can't find anything here because this one didn't even meet the minimum requirement. The minimum requirement should be at this level, so not that one. So just in case, what we have here, as mentioned, maybe just could be a inverted cup with handle, okay, which is a bearish pattern. What else do we have? Or if that's the case, then maybe we can use this bigger chart. Okay, so I have to check if we can use this as reference or this one, the highest one, as our reference. Okay, I'm going to check if we've met the minimum requirement for this one. Did we? Were we able to do that? Okay, it has to at least touch this level, and I think it did. It didn't. So unfortunately, it didn't. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. So if we have this one, so maybe we can use this portion, huh? All right. Because if we're going to use this part, okay, it touched the 38. That's good. Now I have to measure if it's the equivalent of this level. Okay, I will check if that's okay. So this one should be at least equal to this one. Why? Oh, what do we have here? Hello to you. So I think we have a good ABCD pattern here. Okay. This one. So 50. Usually if we have 50, the equivalent is at least 2. This one, since this is less than 50, so that's why we have more than 2. But actually, it actually meet the minimum requirement of 2.24, no? So I think this is really good. So instead of this one, we can now use this part. So this is becoming a bigger pattern. So since we have this one, now I have to check this part as well. So I can move this down here. And what do we have? I have to remove this so I can see it. This one, so 38, 50. Okay, this is good, 50. Then of course we have this one. This is already about 88 something, more than 88 something. Then that's good. That's already a sweet spot. Okay. And that means, di ba, we may be looking at, so this is the first one, so, and this is a bigger chart because the good thing is that we have this bigger pattern, bigger pattern, bigger than this one, bigger than this one, So we have this bigger pattern. Now we have this new pattern that's being formed with this one. So we can simply use this, draw this one, to this one, up to this one, down to this one, okay, up to 889, 88 something. No? So it depends when it will be completed. Maybe it will be completed several days from now, but let's say. But because this is just an initial, no, it could be just for, this is the 88, okay, 88 something. Usually we should look for the 78 something, no, 78 something, because there could be also a chance that after this one, the price could move up to around the 618 level, then make a reversal, then the first that it will complete is a guarantee pattern, then after that one could be the what do you call that? The bat pattern. Now, with this one, I'm going to check, no, if this will also become valid, no, for a I have to remove this now. A shark pattern. So from here to this one, and I have to check if it's valid. It's valid. Okay, so that means, diba? Because I was looking, no? So if the pattern is going to be completed at 886 or 88 something, the price is only going to be at this level. I'm looking for ways for it to be completed at least one of our trend lines, this one. Now, we will see, no, if it's going to be, diba, completed at 113, and is it going to reach at least this trend line. So, as you can see, this is 888 something. We're going to move it up, okay? It's going to be more than that one. So, if we're going to use this one, if it's going to make a parabolic move, but unfortunately, it has to really move higher than one. So, if that's going to happen, then we will be having a new all-time high, no? This is going to be around 50 already. 114, 113. Let's put it here. Yeah. So that's almost the same. Almost the same as the previous one. But anyway, okay, so I still have some problem here, no? Because it didn't coincide with this trend line. Or, of course, I have to make another plot because as you can see, no, as it moves high, there's a big gap already here. So maybe I have to use another reference line for our RBT stripe so that we won't have that much of a gap like this one. This one is still okay, no? But usually, that is usually okay, but because when it creates a big move, it can really move, diba? Drastically like that one. As you can see here, no, even this one, I'm going to remove this one. As you can see here, we have a bit of a gap from here to this one, diba? But as you can see, no, it didn't stop anywhere, somewhere here in between. But from here, it immediately went from this part down to this part. Okay, so unfortunately, we were looking for the completion of at least this one. So if it's going to be completed at 113, it's at this level, far from this one. If it's going to be completed at 88 something, it's here. The only thing that could happen, if it's not going to happen, then it has to be completed at on here, 8, 9 something. Yeah, October 9. October 9. But of course, now I have to check now. I think we have to now adjust our trend line for that one because this is usually our basis. So what we need to do is, for example, I'm just going to make this an example. If we can move this now, then if this is going to be now our support, this is just an example, yeah. Okay, so we will now have this our major support now, major resistance, or maybe we can use this as a reference, no, for that one. Okay, it's just an example. I'm just citing this as an example. Okay, so if that's going to be the case, then this is much better, I think, no? Okay, so the 886 can happen now here. This is just an example, so as you can see, no, it coincides with the major resistance, then major resistance here, completion of 886 of this bat pattern. All right. Then of course, if we're going to check for this one, the difference between this one and this one, it has to be somewhere or end up with some of our Fibonacci numbers, which is about 161. Okay, that's good. There's just a small difference. So this could be now our potential reversal zone for this one. See? So it's as simple as that. It's not easy, but it's actually simple. No? What else? So as I also mentioned, no, so it's not only here, the price could also move higher, and that could be now higher than this one. Then let's see where it's going to end up. Delete this one. 113 should be at, or maybe somewhere here. Okay? So the 113 could, of course, that's expected, could happen at a latter part of the day. So the 886 could happen here, October 8, maybe that's tomorrow, then the 113 could happen on October 9. Okay? I'm still doing some analysis, no, or study how I can relate the time and price level in connection to our RBT line. So I still have actually I don't have I still don't have time to do that, no, but I want to reconcile the price with the time in relationship to our RBT level. For example, no, because if that happens, no, then we become, di ba? That's really something. We can say, okay, the completion could be, di ba, at 49.7, and that could happen at almost exactly or at around, di ba? 3:45 in the afternoon on October 9. Then that could be something, right? Um, I may need to form a team, no, to help me with this one. But I will try to do it alone first. I will try to. Oh, Leo, maybe seek some help from my classmates in Mapua. To help me with this one. Maybe we can come up with something, no? But I'm really looking forward for that one. I just don't have time to do it right now, no? So once that is completed, it may be completed on October 9 at 3:30 in the afternoon. If the 889 will be completed, and this is a major resistance, 889, something like that, like this, 886, yan. So, it may happen tomorrow at, di ba? Before 1 p.m., di ba? So, let's see if that's going to happen right now. But I'm not saying that this is really going to make a reversal or a move upward. These are just, di ba, for now, this is what I'm seeing. The good thing is that we have a major support here. Then, it didn't move down here. It retested. The secondary support is 1. Okay, now it's moving towards the tertiary or the third RBT stripe. Hopefully, it will cross. It's going to cross this one. Then make a. I think, no, if this will happen, if once it pierces this resistance level, there's going to be a big move because of this one. I actually no. This is already a product of this one, so um, let me check. Even bigger, no? Because this one is a product of this one. Now we have this big move over here. It means there could be an even bigger move, not only to move from here to this one to fulfill or to perform this sudden drop here, but an diba, an even greater or diba, bigger move because of this one. This one hasn't happened yet. It has to happen. It has to happen. Let's see now. So I'm a bit excited for this one, but okay. But we have to check, no? It has to, this one just in case has to hold this blue support line. Okay, what else do we see? Okay, so I'm looking for the possibility of a bearish move because for now what we're able to identify is a bullish move. Okay, potential bullish move. I'm looking for a potential. Okay, so unfortunately, no, we were not able to find any pattern, no, like this one. Uh, any pattern for this one that was completed. Now, for example, like this one, if, for example, this is what I was telling, no, that, diba, I was looking that there could be something like this that happened, no? Pero wala no? So, sana. Meron tayo something, no, dito. Here. Here. Yan, tapos, hindi, instead of here, or, yeah, I think this one, and, this could be what? This could have been crab pattern, no? 116. Could have been a 116 pattern. But actually, it's only at around 127. But that's already okay, no? So, if we're going to measure, okay, so there wasn't a now the problem is that it could now happen. It might fulfill this 116. So, if there's something, diba, that we have to look for, if there's going to be any, any bearish move, it could be at least the completion of this uh, uh, bullish crab pattern. And this could be lower than this one. But anyway, if that will happen, this could be adjusted. Then this will now become a uh, this could now become a shark pattern or cipher pattern. But we just have to watch out for this one, just in case if this will happen. All right. Other than that, there's nothing here. 50. Then you have almost 50. Usually this is a perfect pattern setup, a perfect bat setup. This one. Yeah, this is a perfect bat for this one. But the pattern was extended here. So if we're going to worry a little bit, so it could be that the price could move down a little bit, diba, to this level. What else? Wala na no? This one naman could be what? A completion of, we're going to use this as reference, this one could be a completion of a potential butterfly for this one. Potential butterfly for this one. Ayan. We have this one, to this one, to this one, and we are looking for 127. And where will the 127 coincide? About this one. Okay. And this one. So let me change the color, maybe red. So we have this one because this is almost exactly at 7.8 something. This is 8.8, then that's okay. So we have two potential reversal here. No? So this only means that if the okay. So with that one, and this is A113, no, this is just 8.8 something pala. Okay, so since this is just an 8.8 something, this is 127, then we will have this potential reversal zone of this one. So do not be surprised, just in case the price will make a reversal. Once this materializes, no, then it hits this level at 47 something, then makes a sudden reversal, and didn't complete that one, so most probably it fulfill this red pattern rather than this black pattern. Because, diba, if that will happen, so most probably the one that will materialize in the black pattern is the is the 113. This is not the case. I have to change this from here to here, no? Because this is just a bat pattern, but in actuality, this is a shark pattern. Anyway, I don't think, hopefully now some of you were able to follow what I'm discussing. But if not, you really want to learn all those things that I'm discussing here, be sure to subscribe to our patreon.com. It's only October 7, okay? It's only $11 for you to subscribe here. I'm not selling anything. You will not be buying anything from me. All of this, all our contents are free. Okay? You can have access to all of this. Anything else? Wala na ba? Let me check. So I think so that I can get myself ready. Don J, buti umabot naman. Buti lunch. Mag-position pa ba kayo kay Luna? Okay. Okay, so this is just a reminder, no, for those asking question. Just like her question, no, I think usually these questions are also what's in the mind of our other members. Please do not focus on me. Okay? Please do not focus on me, no? Focus on what I teach or what I discuss, no? Kasi if you will focus on me, diba? That's going to be difficult, diba? Not only on my part, because that's going to be because, diba? we really want all our trades to be good, valid, and 'di ba, successful. But 'di ba, law of average, 'di ba, will always catch up with us, no? And I don't want, 'di ba, to whenever, 'di ba, there's a fail, if there's a failed trade plan, no, not my actual execution. At least because that's what I do, no? In my page, I post even though it whether the trade plan is successful or not, I post it in our page, no? But not my actual trade. Okay? Because if you're going to look at that, then there could be, di ba? Lots of what bashers, haters, di ba? Critics that will be going after me. Don't focus on me. Focus on what I teach, no? Of course, you can still look on me, but not to the point that, oh, you're asking for my position so that you can also have a position, di ba? If that's my intent, then I'll just go to eToro, no, to have a copy trade. That's not what my intent. My intent is to, 'di ba, teach you what I know. Teach you this. 'Di ba? That's my intention. All right? Hopefully we're okay na, ha? What else? Okay, good. Ayun na. So, ano play kay Ada? So, wala tayong play kay Ada. Why you choose Luna Crypto share trading? Okay, the reason, I didn't choose Luna, no? I didn't choose any coins in particular, but it's just that when this will also, no, this is also a tip for you. So whenever you trade something and you are successful with a particular stock or stick with it, no? As long as it gives you profit, 'di ba? Stick with it. Don't 'di ba? Don't jump from one coin, one stock to another, no? Because the more that you've been, 'di ba? For example, we've been trading this for more than a month already. So somehow we already know possible movements, no? The DNA of Luna. Now, if I immediately or suddenly just shift to, for example, SHIB, 'di ba? Which actually gives more profit, no? More yield compared to Luna, but I didn't have any, 'di ba? Familiarity of SHIB, 'di ba? Compared to Luna, so that could be, 'di ba, greater risk to me, 'di ba? Than having a trade plan for Luna. So similarly, just like before, I think before we were trading AXS. I think we were trading AXS before, 'di ba? Ganun. But when AXS suddenly, 'di ba, became slow, so we look for other opportunity. Then we trade AVAX. So when time comes that we were no longer profiting from Luna, or we were having difficulty trading Luna, then we will look for other. Because, 'di ba, if you earn here, you will earn with other coins. Just similar, it's just the same, na? And of course, sometimes, 'di ba, there's luck. Of course, if we were able to catch SHIB, then we would have profited, 'di ba, better or higher compared to Luna, or we were able to catch AXS, 'di ba? Or what else, 'di ba? Before we trade Atom, Cosmos. Though try ko to strike RBT line, also to RSI at our MACD. Maybe it will show some relation to the price movement. Yes, actually, we do that, no? We do not really limit ourselves to price action, the harmonic pattern. We were looking for secondary information that may, 'di ba, support yung ating analysis. Dito sa visibility mo yung disclaimer para di masyado ay, is it still on? Thank you, but next time try to sorry for that one. No, it has been on, no. This should be only available for about 1 minute, no? Okay, sorry for that one. Thank you for reminding. But this should only be should be shown for just a minute, no? Because after that one, you can, 'di ba? Pause, screenshot, 'di ba? Then read it by yourself. It doesn't really have to be there. So, thank you for reminding, no? So, just in case I forgot to remove, okay, the disclaimer, remind me, no, to remove it from the screen. Thank you for that. Can we request Shiba? Shiba is pumping so hard. Okay. My answer will be, we should avoid Shiba. Okay? Because if that's going to be the case, di ba, you will be ending up, di ba, um, um, trying to, di ba, to get something or more coming from it. So, since it's been pumping so hard, so we have to avoid the more that we have to avoid. Okay? If we're going to make a study of this one, then what we'll do is wait for a potential short trade opportunity. Okay? Pagka ganun, wala na, no? So, it moved already, I think times 4, no? For about 4 days or 1 week ago. Similarly to AXS, no? So, that's why AXS, it was below 100, di ba? Then it went as high as 150 something, no? But, di ba, I didn't discuss it. We've been, di ba, earning with this one, profiting from this one, and this is just an example. If you think you can perform your own technical analysis, based from what you've learned from our training courses, then, di ba, perform your analysis, di ba, kay SHIB, kay AXS, di ba, sa ibang coins. These are just examples, no? These are not really meant for you to execute, trade, anything like that. This is really for exercise purposes. If you want to trade this one, then trade at your own risk. I'm not discussing this to tell you to buy this particular coin, no? I'm just here discussing it and discussing the technical analysis, the component, diba, of our trading. So hopefully everything will be okay. Hopefully after this one, and once it passes this green trend line, then it could move sharply up to this one to perform this one. If it not, then that's okay. What else? Anything? Nasa tuktok na si Shiba, alanganin na, yeah. And unfortunately, no, so I'll just go briefly kay Shiba. Ay, kay Shib, kay Shib. Shiba. Okay, Shib, no? Even with that one, it actually, no, made a reversal na rin. So that's why we can't really play a short trade because it made a brief reversal equivalent to 17% na. No? Yeah, no, from here to this one, di ba? Almost 20% na. So, usually pag ganito, better, if you want, di ba? Observe, study, di ba? But avoid trading, di ba? Avoid trading this. For example, this one, as you can see, no? Instead of trading, you have to study. So, this is a 15-minute time frame. What can you see here? I think a harmonic pattern was completed, no? We have an A, di ba? B, C, and we're looking for about 1618 equivalent reciprocal of this one. Okay? Diba? Almost, the equivalent reciprocal should be about, diba, 16 something, like this one. Okay? But, of course, since this is more than, diba, a little bit more than 618, so we can expect this to be a little bit, diba, lower than 1618. So, if the exact equivalent here is about, diba, 1.57, then that's okay. Because if you're going to measure this one, maybe use a rectangular shape down to this one. Let's make this a little bit bigger. This one, let's put a 1 point. Then this one. So, if you're going to trade SHIB, it's okay, no? But trade it briefly, no? Trade it for its small impulses. So, this one is already completed. Okay, the ABCD pattern. So, we are looking for the equivalent. The C to D should be almost equal, diba? Or just a small margin or difference between the two. So, if we're going to move it down, as you can see, they are almost exactly equal. So, there's a very minor discrepancy between the two. So, that means the pattern was completed when it hit here. So, what you could have done, di ba? If you were, so that's why I said that you should perform your own technical analysis, no? Because I've been teaching you this, no? From a daily basis on your training courses, di ba? In our trade plan. So, even without me, you can do it on your own. So, you see, di ba? The price, di ba? the first pullback was completed at this level. Alright? The price went up as high as this one. Once the price was going down, you could have measured most probably where it is going to bounce. And, di ba? If you're just going to study, then you can buy. Set your buy order a little bit higher because this is the equivalent. Of course, you have to be conservative. So you can move this a little bit higher. Then instead of buying at this 0.028 or 279, you can buy at 2.081 or 82 or even a little bit higher. And if you did that, then you could already have what? How much? 7%, 9% already, no? So, you can do it on your own, diba? And, diba, do not, if you're doing this just to practice, no, don't buy too much, no? Don't bet too much. Don't buy, for example, you might be thinking, oh, that's already 9%. I could have bought $500, $100, $200. No. For practices purposes lang, di ba? Just buy $1 or even less. No. The important thing is that, di ba? While you are practicing, you are witnessing that, oh, it's really working, no? The things that you learned from our training courses is really actually working. It's not about that, di ba? You earn that much, too much, because sometimes, di ba? That could hinder also your progress. You become greedy. Now, instead of learning lots of, di ba? Or developing, di ba? Lots of skills about trading, di ba? You become more focused on what you're going to earn. What you're going to earn, what you will be earning should be, di ba? Should, di ba? Should come next. Comes next. Di ba? So, try to, di ba? Don't mix it up, no? So that you can have a focus first on that one. Okay, so for this one, then you can break this down further to 5-minute time frame, even 3-minute time frame. Yeah, then you can see, no? So, if it's now making a higher high, higher low, something like that, or dito high, higher low, then it could make another higher low. So, is it going to be, diba? Is it going to be weak again, diba? Then you can have another equivalent for that one. So, if this is now the limit, okay, then you can check, diba? If you're going to short, you could enter here, then you could exit a little bit above this one. If, diba, the pattern should continue. You have a trend line here, especially maybe if I'm going to use, what do you call this? RBT stripe. Okay, so if you will enter here, make a short trade, then your cut loss should be a little bit above this trend line. Okay, so because it should, or diba, at least using the trend line, we might expect that it will respect this one, it will hit this trend line as its resistance, then it could make a bounce down. If you want, then you can wait until the price reaches that level, move this box, a little bit higher up to that level. Now your exit would probably be on this one. But of course, no, we don't know yet if it's going to make a reversal here or it's going to form a 5-point extension, harmonic extension. Okay? So that's why it's very important to practice first, no? Practice lang muna tayo. As for my experience, community token is only good for holding, as they will only make move, hype if there's a hype out from celebrities. Yan, it's not good for trading, lalong-lalo na sa leverage. Okay. Sorry, I think I interpreted it differently, no? So, yun nga, no? If it's only, di ba, a hype, a move, di ba? If it's just a hype, lalo na, for example, they call this a shitty or garbage coin, di ba? The more that you should, di ba, trade this for short term, di ba? For an hour, minutes, di ba? Even just few days, di ba? Do not hold this for long. No? That's our principle. Actually, that applies to all, but especially if we are trading garbage coins, stocks, or, di ba? Commodities, forex, I don't know if there are garbage forex, no? Pero as a trader, no, we only trade for few minutes, few hours, or few days, couple of days. Then we earn, then that's it. Okay? Nakapag-entry kay Luna. Stop loss. Tama ba ang stop loss ko? Perform your own your own what's your basis for stop loss, di ba? So I will just check. I'm not going to teach you where you're going to set your cut loss and anything because you have your own technical analysis, but I'm going to check it just because you asked, di ba? You said, di ba? You entered here, you set your cut loss at where? Di ba? Basically, if you're going to set your cut loss, if the pattern that you use, for example, is this red, then immediately your cut loss should be immediately just below this one. So the problem is that if you enter at this level, so you will have a bad risk to reward ratio. Okay, so hopefully this will move na, no? So as I mentioned, no, there could be a chance that this could make a drastic move because of this one. Not because of this one, because this one fulfilled this part already. But this one, diba, is yet to be, diba, is yet to happen here. So, let's just see. So, thank you so much. Did you learn anything from today? Maraming salamat. Pasensya na, I really have to speak in English. Medyo broken English talaga tayo. Pasensya na doon. Pero, there's really nothing I can do, no? I really have to do this. Thank you, Don Jan Cañete, no? Whenever I see, a comment coming from you, no? Don Jan Ray. Talagang pipilitan ako mag-English, no? Kasi, abilin mo yan kasi, podcast especially si John Ray. And, syempre, if you have a podcast, di ba? Influential blogger or influencer, you want to have as much reach or audience as possible. And, di ba? The best way to have greater reach, di ba? Is not to be limited, di ba? To one community, one location, one area. Then, if you want to have more, then be global. Then, what's the global language, di ba? That we use? English. So, I have to to speak in English. So, thank you for that, Don John Ray. I love the broken English, sir, pero A for the effort. Thank you for that one. What else? I think we're already good na, no? So, okay. So, I will leave you with this, di ba? Anyway, our trade plan still holds naman, no? So, I really don't have to make new trade plan. But, di ba? This is an exercise, no? This is an exercise. So, what I want, di ba? Just in case, what I want to read from your comment is, di ba? Anything related to this one that is related to technical analysis, no? Not just tagal mag-consolidate, tagal bumagsak, TP sa may ganito. No, it's okay na that di ba, you're expressing yourself here, but hopefully, no, time will come that I'll be seeing comments that is, di ba, technical analysis related. Di ba? Mas gusto natin 'yun. Okay? Thank you so much. Medyo kinontra natin tuloy yung mga nag-post. Sabi nila kasi bearish na daw, bearish. So please refrain from, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Giving unsolicited advice. Sino ba nagsabi dito? Although ito sabi bullish, pero 'di ba? Bearish cap with handle, baka mag-head and shoulder, baka kasi mapa-atras yung iba, no? So other members, 'di ba, might think that you're making good sense, 'di ba? Instead of, 'di ba? Not holding to their trade plan or something, but diba, considering your opinion, then they might get influenced by your opinion, diba? So instead of executing it based on it and just let the cut loss, diba, let the cut loss to be the basis of your stop of their trading, then diba? Then, so that's why, no, please refrain from giving unsolicited advice, ha? Baka bearish na, di ba? Yung mga paganyan-ganyan, no? So, please, di ba? Keep it to yourself. Pagkatakot kayo, no? Kayo na lang matakot, huwag nyo natakutin yung iba, no? Huwag nyo natakutin. Please lang. Right? Huwag nyo natakutin yung iba, ha? Okay, good. So, this is good. I think we have an update na because this is 1 hour ago. Do we have an update? Wala pa yata. And here we go. Sana tuloy-tuloy na. Newbie, kumpisa lang ng courses based sa trade plan. Ano pong meron kay, anong plan meron kayo kay Luna? Saan kayo nag-long, short trade? Yan. Please, no, refrain from asking your fellow member, no? Very risky on your part yan. The reason we have this one, no? If, di ba, just in case, instead of asking, better share, di ba, your analysis. Then, di ba, maybe try to consult some fellow members or even me when I have time. Then, di ba, I will try to check your analysis but refrain from asking them about their analysis. Okay? I think good. I think good. So, I have to, to end na. I have a medical check-up later. So, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. What day is today? Thursday na pala, no? Okay. So, Thursday. So, see you tomorrow, Friday. Last day of the week, Friday. Gumulaw na tuluyan. Sana napangiti na agad si Don J. Bakit ako? Kayo ang mapapangiti dyan, di ba? Kayo yat na ang meron dyan execution dyan. Dami ko natututunan. Maraming salamat. Thank you then for the support. Scalping Luna na. Enter that. Okay, so hopefully Don Nigel, your scalping is for practice purpose, ha? Huwag masyado. Okay, Luna, palipad na. I love the broken English. Oh, thank you so much. Napanood pa lang, nanonood pa lang, kumita na. Oh, congratulations for that, no? So, if you, di ba? If you think, di ba, you're learning a lot from this one, why not join our Patreon if you're not yet patron, no? Instead of relying on this live, di ba? Because this is very limited, okay? Sooner or later, if you will just be relying on this one without a deeper understanding of what I teach, di ba? It will catch up, no? Di ba? It will catch up to you. So, you might be earning right now, but you might be losing a lot this coming days, weeks, di ba? Even months. If you really don't have a deeper understanding of what I'm talking here or what I'm discussing here in our live stream. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. So, see you bukas. Okay? And congratulations to all nakapag-execute. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.